Hello and welcome to Freedom March. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Leland Miller. You're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, on channel 224, on channel 112, and of course on ILTV Studios. That's on cable, Flow, and Facebook. But wherever you're listening to us, thank you so much for listening to us. I'm joined in studio today by Bradley Roll, the spiritual advisor. Spiritual advisor, once again, welcome to Freedom March.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, good to be here.
Do you work at the airport?
No.
And every day these shirts get brighter and brighter, and I trying to figure out if you directing traffic by the airport or something.
Well, here's what I'm understanding from people who are into fashion. Now, I don't know how true this is.
Wow. Go on. Tell me what the fashionistas
they
have told you.
say the darker you are, the lighter colors you should wear.
Wow.
Because they say...
You don't want to get knocked down.
It ain't that. It does something, the contrast with your complexion.
Yeah. You believe them?
That's what they say. Because if I wear a black shirt, you know, people will be like, well, you know, black on black does nothing for you, basically.
Wow.
So the more colorful shirt you wear, they say it seems to give a good contrast based on your skin color. Okay. Now, I don't know how true it is, but that's what the people in fashion say.
Did you pay them for that advice?
I thank them for it.
Okay.
Because I find
if you pay them, I want you to go back and get some change.
I find that when I do wear lighter color shirts, that, you know,
it is difficult for you.
You know, you get some comments coming from our Facebook page.
It is difficult for you to get hit by a car.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Certainly, certainly. So outside wasn't too steamy today. Outside was a good overcast, cool, 80-degree maybe.
Yes,
day.
Yes.
Yeah, I did some moving around outside today. It wasn't absolutely horrible. Sunday was horrendous.
Yeah. Sunday was terrible.
Yeah, but today was a good day. If you had any yard work or any of that kind of stuff, today was.
Yesterday
really
was terrible too. Really hard.
I didn't come outside.
Yeah,
I came straight to the studio from home. I can't do it. I'm working on my complexion. If anybody know where I could find me some Natanola, please let me know, because I want to continue to rub on Natanola to make my skin smooth.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to look like an Ambi Bambi.
Well, you just don't try Ambi or cocoa butter one time.
No, I want Natanola. So if you know where I can get me some Natanola skin cream from, let me know, because I really want bleach. I want tone. That's what the people used to say back in the day.
Tone.
Yeah, you use the Simba soap to wash your face and the Natanola cream to smoothen your skin.
Okay.
Anyway, you hear the jingle. Don't go anywhere. We're on Freedom March. We're on 103.5 The Beat FM. It's ILTV Studios. We'll be right back after this. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Leland Miller. You're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, channel 112, and of course ILTV Studios. That's cable, Flow, and Facebook. Bradley Roll, the spiritual advisor, is here with me. And Bradley, I had some special requests today from Holy Scripture because I want us to get to the bottom of something. And so maybe when I hear the Holy Scripture, you could help me dissect Scripture and figure out how do we get to the bottom of what it is we have been debating vigorously in one of my social circles. Eh?
Well, I hope I can,
Yeah.
because the request though covers a few chapters. So
Sure.
I don't know which part of them you would want.
I want the part where you say, pick every animal, two of each kind.
Okay.
Take them on to the ark with you. And whatever it was he said before that. How did we get to that?
Okay. So we'll have to go to, that's Genesis chapter 6. We got a few verses I think we can take a look at. No doubt. Understanding this story with Noah and God's decision because of the wickedness of man and how God decided that the stench of man's sins had reached his nostrils.
Right.
And I think God decided at that point he wanted a fresh start.
Okay.
And so there were a couple of things involved with this fresh start. Number one, out of all the wickedness and mayhem that was going on, Noah found favors in God's eyes.
Sure.
Because he was an upright, righteous man. And so God decided to funnel his fresh start through him.
True Noah.
And Noah's wife and Noah's sons and Noah's
their
sons.
wives.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And so the story goes where, God decided. Let's look at this. Genesis chapter 6, just a brief thing, because the whole chapter really gives you a really compact understanding of it. But in your spare time, those of you who have a Bible, a red one, in Genesis chapter 6, 9 to 13, it says, this is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. That's a very interesting requirement. So Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. And God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. Go ahead, Medusa. Let's get this last voice and see what happened. And so God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth.
Wow. So how did we get to the part where Noah decided who all should end up on the boat? Where in the scripture is that?
Let's see. Let's look at chapter 7. I have to probably go back. So in Genesis chapter 7, 13 to 23, it says, on that very day Noah, I guess we'll have to go prior to that, and I guess we will see exactly what brought it to this point. But it says on that very day, and I assume in that day means the day of destruction.
The day that God was going to destroy it, right?
Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife and the wives of his 3 sons, entered the ark.
Right.
And they had with them every wild animal according to its kind, all livestock according to their kinds, every creature that moves along the ground.
That's the part I want to highlight right there. Keep going.
Every creature that moves along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, everything with wings.
Let's highlight that right there. I keep telling them, that something happening in the scripture kind of strange right here. Go on.
So pairs of all creatures that have the breath of life in them came to Noah and entered the ark.
Okay, we can stop right there.
Really?
Yeah, because now I need to ask my question.
But now in order for multiplication to happen, it says the animals going in were male and female.
Correct. I ain't worrying about gender here.
Okay.
Let's go to verse. Did they move it? Let's go to verse.
Do you know where my red Bible is?
Let's go to verse. Let's go to verse.
Oh, you got my red Bible, man.
Allegedly.
Where's my red Bible?
40 days of the flood kept coming. Did they move the scripture? Let's go back to the part. Go back, producer. Right here.
See, now, you should have told me what you wanted.
They had with them every wild animal. That's lion, tiger, bear, deer, wolf, fox, gazelle. That's them, right?
What about cheetah?
Cheetah, them, panther, all of them. Good.
What about Mexico Zone?
They probably had 2 of them as well, according to its kind. All livestock, so I mean they had chicken, duck, geese, goose. Well, geese and goose is the same thing, eh?
Well,
And all of them. Maybe a raccoon, depending on where you live, right? And then it say, and every creature that moves along the ground. That's grasshopper. That's
snail,
beetle, snail. Aha. All right?
All them things.
All right.
Soldier crab.
Correct.
Crab.
Now then it go on to
What about
say.
snake?
The snake may not have been in that right there because the snake was
Snake
a
was moving on the
special
ground.
thing.
When he was cursed, he started to move on the ground.
Yeah,
So
but the snake was a special creation from earlier in Genesis, so we have to figure out the snake probably just outlasts
we have the snake
flood.
today. We still have
But
the
he
snake
just
today.
outlasts the flood because he was there from earlier in Genesis, and I don't remember him getting on the
But he
boat.
was upright though.
There's no
he never crawled.
classification for the snake on this thing, right? So then it says,
Why not?
and every bird according to its kind. So that means, listen to me, chickens was there and eagles was there. You agree? And penguins
It
was
says
there.
everything with wings.
And penguins was there, right?
Yeah.
It says every bird according to its kind and everything with wings. The question I have,
What about Red Bull?
I don't
No,
know.
Red Bulls give you wings. Sorry about that.
Who put tree said a cockroach on the ark?
Well, that's
Wha- Why cockroach could fly? And I tell them, listen to me, I feel like the roach had a special place on the ark because roach could fly. You know why they could fly? Because they got wings.
What purpose does the road serve?
That's my question. Why did they put the flag? When God
I'm a
commanded
read Bible
them,
man.
when God commanded,
That's what I'm saying.
when God commanded them, you've been here all day yesterday without your Bible.
Let's
and
read
you're on
Bible.
it now.
I like to reference things, man.
When God commanded them to fill the ark, producer, who you think between Japheth, Shem, and Ham thought it was a good idea to bring the flying roach? The crawling roach wasn't enough for them?
But God decided all that.
Listen to me, man. We already had roach because we had, put the scripture back up, because we had every creature who crawl on the ground. And that's what it say. Every creature that move along the ground. We already had a roach on the ark.
Producer, get for me Genesis chapter 7, verses 1 through 4. Let's see who made that decision.
We already had a roach on the ark. Who on this boat
Genesis
decided
chapter 7, 1 through 5.
that we needed a flying roach? I untied this and I told them, someone had the bright idea. Think about this. Penguins have wings, yes? They can't fly though. Chicken got wings, chicken can't fly.
Yeah, chicken can fly, man.
Chicken can't fly.
They can fly.
Chicken can't fly.
Yes, they can.
Mister, chicken can't
They
fly.
can hop on a fence.
Chicken could jump.
And they fly to a
Chicken
certain
could
distance and
jump.
they still can fly.
Chicken can't.
They got wings.
Chicken could jump and chicken could glide. Chicken can't fly.
Okay.
So
They don't go into the heaven.
decide that better question, where in life a cockroach have to go that he need to fly to get
Okay,
there?
so let's look at this. And then the Lord said to Noah,
Uh-huh.
go into the ark,
Uh-huh.
you and your whole family,
Uh-huh.
because I found you righteous in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and one of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth.
Sure.
7 days from, go ahead. Verse number 5. Oh, you didn't get verse number 5 from me? 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living
That
creature.
still don't mention the roach. Verse 7.
And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. So
Agreed.
whatever this was, God made the decision.
All I'm
Who's
saying
going to
is,
survive and who's not going to survive.
spiritual advisor, you can see you going too far past the argument. If crawling roach was already on the boat, right?
Just, oh God, this is what you...
Yes.
You worry about roach?
This is very concerning to me.
This is thousands of years ago, man.
That's now you understand my concern.
You need to be concerned about your soul.
I am more concerned in this instance about why we needed to put a crawling roach and a flying roach on the boat.
Oh, wow.
I thought that's excessive.
Oh, wow.
Who made this? How did we come to this decision that the crawling roach, because the crawling roach was already on the boat, the Bible say.
Sorry, producer, get for me Genesis chapter 7. Let's look at verse 6 to 10. Let's see if we can solve this question. Genesis 7, 6 through 10.
Oh, boy.
Please. Let's see if we can silence this.
I am perplexed by this.
But thank God that the flying roach and also the crawling roach is here with us today.
How come we not know?
I want you to remember this now.
What is the purpose of the flying roach?
Here it is. If you're in a situation with your wife and you're not getting any kind of attention from her, and you're laying in the bed with your wife, she ain't getting attention. The minute a flying roach appears, she's gonna grab one.
You was a crazy man, cause she can grab me and she can't catch me.
She's gonna grab one.
No, beloved, when the roach start to fly, leave them gone.
And you get a chance now to get some intimacy.
No,
because
sir.
all the time she was checking you, but the minute that flying roach show up,
she can't catch me.
Baby,
she gotta catch me to hug me.
You see that fly, and she's grabbing onto you.
You can't hear me. Listen to what
grab back on then.
I think that the
you
flying
roach producer?
Is such an unorthodox thing. I am bewildered by it.
Now here's what it says. Noah was 600 years old.
Okay.
When the flood waters came on the earth, Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood.
Right.
Watch this now. Pairs of clean and unclean animals. Of birds, of all the creatures that move along the ground.
That was the roach.
Male and female came to Noah and entered the ark as God had commanded Noah.
Correct.
And after the 7 days, the flood waters came to the earth.
And
this was strictly God's decision.
No. Listen to me, man. God commanded them to carry all the creatures that crawl on the ground. That's the roach. Grasshopper, roach, millipede, centipede, them.
Yeah, and then you got roach got wings, and some of them roaches fly.
So when God say, no, when God say, and everything with a wing, which one of y'all Negroes thought he was meaning the flying roach?
Oh, man.
Am I alone on this?
Well, yeah, you got to be alone, because it's crazy.
If what the original scripture was 7 verses 3, it was 7 verses 3 to 5.
7, 10 to 15.
God say take all the livestock, that's chicken and this one and that one, duck, chicken and them. Take all the wildlife, that's lion and bear and moose and buffalo, and I got that. Take all the bird, and God makes sure say bird, so you can't say if he didn't say with wing we was gonna, because I don't know who else had wing, right? At what point did Shem and Japhet say, boy, you know something, we really need to carry these 2 flying roach with us, boy? Why y'all put the 2 flying roach on the ark? We didn't have enough roach already? Oh, this is so troubling to me. And I am anti. I want you to hear my spirit. I am anti the flying roach. This can't be. It couldn't have been God's intention.
Wait, so you mean to tell me you have a phobia against flying roaches?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
You scared of roach?
Not scared. Oh no. I listen. I don't.
So a flying roach shows up in your bedroom. What do you do?
I get my toucan a bag on like Kamakalali, and I tell the roach, you don't understand. You picked the wrong bedroom today, my brother. One of us ain't gonna make it out of here alive. And I is a suicide bomber when it comes to flying roach. I will kill the 2 of us in here. If you believe I can let you take over the room I live in it.
Anyhow.
You're going crazy.
It's there in the book of Genesis, chapter 6,
See that you ain't
chapter
answering
7.
You ain't solved by query
chapter
yet.
8 and chapter 9. It's solved. I mean,
no.
It's strictly a decision made by
I just
God.
wanted to know if God specifically told someone something special. When God say, and every creature with a wing, who thought he did mean the flying roach?
Oh, wow. Because it's inclusive.
Oh, boy.
It is what it is.
Y'all bring the penguin got wing. The penguin can't even fly with wings.
Right. So,
oh,
it
boy.
is what it is. So the flying roach is here with us, and they're going to be with us until... in the words
when
of
I get
God,
to heaven,
they're going to be with us until Jesus comes.
When I get to heaven, me and God going to have to talk about this, because this is a little bit too much for me, all right? And I don't understand, because I believe heavily in the Bible. I believe the story of Noah happened exactly the way the Bible says it happened.
Scientists prove that.
I believe
It did happen.
I believe that someone, remember now, someone has to superintend all acts of allowances and that kind of stuff, right? So if there were animals coming on the boat, someone had to do the head count. You agree?
Yeah, of course.
When the 2 flying roach show up, man, why you only say, no, we didn't got crawling roach?
That was a big job that Noah had too. Wow.
My goodness, man.
Huge job. But
No,
they're with
really.
us.
No, dropped the ball on that one.
Anyhow.
No, drop the ball on that. Cat can't fly.
I do believe the roaches do serve a purpose.
What is the purpose of where in life does a roach need to go that he need to fly to get there?
It is what it is.
Man, you can't answer my question.
And the roach has been created by God, so.
Me and God got to talk about that. I don't think that was the creation of God.
I know one thing for sure. You have more better things to discuss with God than roaches, to be honest with you.
No, but we ain't make it to heaven yet. So while I here on earth, I have some earth concerns.
That's on you.
Yeah, while I on earth, I'd like to talk about some things on earth. Now when I get to heaven, according to them, they say I can't do nothing except for walk around and sing Hosanna all day. That ain't really
it's
sound.
gonna be there's a spiritual realm.
Yeah, but that don't sound like the funnest thing in the
All this
world.
physical thing in life that we now know is gonna be a thing of the past.
That's my point. So when else I can get the question, the roach, except for now, when I get to
question now.
heaven, all I can be able to do in heaven is say Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. You think I could have any question time then? No. So I have to ask God now to reveal these things to me while I on earth. Isn't that what he says?
So here's how that is gonna happen. God used earthen vessels like myself, who have the Bible that we could reference to answer your question.
That's why I come to you. Because I was in there, I was down.
Now you came to me at the last minute thing, so I just had an opportunity to just carve out a few passages.
Yeah.
But now, in my spare time when I get home, I'm gonna really take a look
I want
at
to
it
make
carefully.
sure you understand the question I asking you.
Who determined how the
Listen,
flying roach became a part of the
If
equation?
crawling creatures was already on the boat, that means one set of roach was already there.
Right, but then they also
Why did we make the determination?
because God also wanted every creature with wings,
Man, I know,
and the roach was a part of that as well,
man,
because they can fly.
I anti that, man.
Anyhow,
So why all roach can't fly?
that's an interesting question.
That's my
We don't
point.
ask- Scientists may
That's
have to
my
answer
point.
that.
So who say, boy, we really need these 2 flying roaches now. We can't live without them. Who said that?
Well, I guess some roaches need to get the higher heights, and that's
Oh boy, this is
The
something
reason for
special.
them
I am
flying.
perplexed. And so, listen, we opening up the lines early today because I didn't give these people much line time all week. So, soon as the Spirit hit me, why y'all don't pray? And hopefully, the Spirit will talk to me soon. But we'll open up the lines and we'll have some conversations because we're talking about a little bit of everything today. I'm talking about the cosplay, kiss cam as well when we get back on the next side of the break. Don't go anywhere. It's Freedom March. I'm Leaving Miller. Bradley Roll is with me.
we'll be back.
We're on 103.5 The Beat FM. We'll be right back after this. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you for staying with us through the break. I'm Leland Miller. Bradley Roll is in studio with me. Spiritual advisor, take us to this ad.
The Work Center located on Rosetta Street across from Roberts Furniture is your one-stop shop for after-school, Dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. So come on down and let their friendly staff assist you with getting ready for back to school.
Thank you very much, Spiritual Advisor.
Thank you, producer.
So, I don't know if you've been following international news, but this is something that I kind of want to get to. And that is because I don't understand the world's fascination with sex. I mean, at this point, I'm not really sure who sex is even for anymore. They appear to not want rich people to have it. They appear to don't want poor people to have it. They don't want, well, you know, married people, they stopped having sex a long time. They don't want black people to have it. But now it appears as though they don't even want white people to have sex, right? And I saw this kiss cam from the Coldplay concert.
Oh, look at these two.
I don't understand why this is such a big deal. And to be quite honest, right, you know, I'm saved, so I don't really know how I would respond to these things because of my very savedness. But I suspect that if you caught me on a kiss cam not kissing, then beloved, you ain't catch me. And I plan to stand right here, and this is the easiest thing to make go away. Honey, I was at the Coldplay concert. You already knew I was going to the Coldplay concert because I told you I was going to the Coldplay concert. Me and a group of my co-workers were there. We were all enjoying the music. I'm a big Coldplay fan. There was a guy harassing my co-worker. So she asked me for 2 minutes to play like her boyfriend. And so the guy could get away from her. And next thing I know, a camera was on me. And I don't know what these stupid people's problem is with this camera. But I know one thing. You ain't catch me kissing on the kiss camera. Which means I don't really have nothing else to explain. As long as I didn't lie about being at this concert, boy, you home free. What all this running and ducking and that's what make it weird. If they didn't move, didn't duck, didn't run, didn't hide, the camera would be on them for 6 seconds. So short that no one would ever even see this footage. And if by chance, like a lightning bolt chance of being struck, someone that I know did see this, this is the easiest piece of footage on God's planet to, try to just explain away. Unless you run around like a Neanderthal for no reason. I'm a grown man. This is a grown woman. I just was out with my friends. I was out with my friends. Maybe you know how these weirdos are. Some guy just wouldn't go away. He wouldn't go away. So I tell her, I say, come. And don't act like y'all don't do this all the time. Don't act like when you out with your male friends all the time, you don't tell your male friends, man, come sit close to me so this boy don't talk to me. That don't happen, eh? Or y'all feel like that don't happen where white people is hang out. And so I would tell my wife, listen, I learned this one thing from Latre Ramming. Anything without context could look bad, right? So baby, let me put it in context for you. All right? I was at the concert. You know I love Coldplay. Coldplay is so wonderful. As I think about their music right now, I'm being overtaken. While there, Susan was there, and me and Susan and the other little white Susan was there with me too. And that wasn't nothing to hide. As you could see, little Susie Q, she was so irritated by the fella that she was even leaning over the balcony. And so, in my attempt to defend them, because I would hate for anything to happen to them while they were there with me, since I'm the CEO of the company, I want them to be safe the whole time. And so I rest my arm around her. For what, it might have been 6 seconds. Next thing I know, these people putting kiss cam on me. And that's when I tell her, girl, go away, kiss cam. So my dear, if you want to divorce me for 6 seconds of nothing, then there's nothing I could say about that. But what I'm willing to say is that at no time did you see me on a kiss cam kissing nobody. And if I was in love, I would have been there kissing. If this was my gal, we would have been there kissing. You know she ain't my gal because we wasn't there kissing on the kiss cam. But these two idiots put the video back up. I mean, the camera cut on. The only thing he ain't do is jump off the balcony. Look at this idiot. Oh, boy. What and hand over the what all of that was for? I stand right there and I wave. Because I said, baby, and we had to make it look believable for the fella who she was trying to get away from. Because other than that, he would have continued harassing her. And you know I hot-tempered. So before I get to throw in my hands, I just was trying to use a little bit of tact to get rid of the weirdo. And that's better then. But not just this idiot. This idiot just... Oh, boy. Did you hear anything about this, Indy?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear anything about this.
No?
Man should be also distracted. So what's happening here is this girl in the black, that's not the man's wife.
That's not his wife.
Okay. So what is she doing in his arms?
I don't know. I wasn't at the concert. But it is being...
Right?
It is being alleged...
Give me a second. Sorry, producer.
I tell you,
okay. She's going to fall off the balcony. He end up grabbing her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, I tell my wife, you know, she a little suicidal, so I was
But
trying.
that doesn't look like a cat's call. That cat, that embrace they're saying to be a bit.
What I'm saying to you is,
You see how romantic that looks?
it wasn't romantic at all. There was nothing romantic about that. All I'm saying is it was a kiss cam. We wasn't kissing on the cam. We ain't have nothing else here to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I am with
when you
it.
get into these, he should. Anyhow, let me just leave that alone. I have no comment on that.
What do you mean?
Honestly, I have no comment. And that's with that frolicking and all that stuff that's to the anyhow. So
You calling that frolic?
obviously they're having fun. I'm sure.
It was just listening to music. They was listening to music. There was nothing sexual happening. They wasn't smooching up. None of that was happening.
But that kind of embrace for a person who's married,
Yes, and she
does
had...
seem to be a bit, untoward.
That even ain't a front-on embrace. Now, a front-on embrace you can't explain. Two navel touching ain't a way to explain two navel touching. Two navel touching, beloved, you're in a little bit of a tight. But you mean my friend who I just hugged? Man, I know why that camera was on me. Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Indeed.
Yeah. So let me also say that I see the Junkanoo community is up and at it again, right? And I must admit that I am conflicted. Why?
Well, this is some very interesting turn of events.
Well, the reason I am conflicted, do we have the actual press release from any one of them? The reason I am conflicted, Jesus, that's small, is because while I believe in the autonomy and while I believe in the authority of the JCNP, while I believe that they are the duly appointed body, the duly founded body, while I believe that, many years of hard work and many years of effort has gone into the JCNP, and while I believe the JCNP has had good success and they have done a masterful job regulating, and while I believe that where Junkanoo is today, we would not have seen that level of production had it not been for the influence of the JCNP.
So they were given mandate to basically oversee and control?
Yes. And I believe that they have done that masterfully.
Okay.
In the same breath of air.
The government wants to go in a different direction now.
Yes. And there's nothing that stops the government from deciding that. Let me also say that it was the government that created the JCNP.
So what kind of body is the JCNP and what kind
A regulatory
So
body.
what kind of power they have?
They have the power to regulate all of the movements and the activities that happen as it relates to Junkanoo.
And that power was bestowed upon them
By the government.
Okay.
It was the government that gave them the power.
Okay.
And all I'm saying, right? Now, do I think that this is something that Brave should even be concerning himself with 8 months away from an election? No. Because you want me to tell you what the Spirit of the Lord told me? Well, either that or gas, right? The Prime Minister is going to announce the election day on Majority Rule Day 2026. He's going to come up, that's International PLP Day. Yeah, Majority Rule Day. Because you can't name a holiday something as discriminatory as Majority Rule. What will the minorities be doing on that day? So I think the name is flawed. I've always disagreed with the name, right? So on International PLP Day, because we could call it that, where, and you know what International PLP Day...
So majority rule refers to an entity, a power, or a people?
No, Majority Rule Day speaks to the day where the Bahamas got the opportunity for black people to have
All right,
the majority power in the parliament.
so the majority
Those
first,
black people just happen to be the PLP.
right? So the majority rule refers to the blacks.
Right.
Now, what happens to the 5% white?
That's my point. That's why you can't name the holiday majority rule, because that in itself is flawed. It is discriminatory, and you really shouldn't. You think they could have White People Day?
And guess what the reality is? Who's richer, the whites or the blacks?
Well, that remains to be seen, because there are some very rich black people.
We
around,
understand
yeah.
that,
But all I'm saying to you is,
who really has the wealth and
could
the
you
power?
imagine that we got a white prime minister, and the white prime minister tried to move an act in parliament called White People Day? These Negroes around here will burn the city to the ground. So how is it fair, right, that we could name the holiday Majority Rule Day? So what the white people could be doing?
But there's some white people that's in the parliament, the majority.
Which white people? We can't even get them out to Labor Day. What you talking
We
about?
got some white MPs, you know.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think he's high too on Majority Rule Day.
They're part of the rule, if you ask me.
He's a majority minority. The point I'm making to you is, because I believe that the name Majority Rule is flawed, you cannot name the holiday something discriminatory, especially if you're doing things like knocking down Columbus statue because you believe that it was a time of segregation and separation and white supremacy. Well, what Nelson Mandela say? If we do to them what they have done to us when we are where they are, then we are no better than them. So you can't, because you got power now, name the holiday only for Black People Day. That's basically what it named, right? So let's make it something a bit more, meaningful. And we can call it International PLP Day. That way you could say wherever you are in the world.
It's still discriminating.
How is that discriminating?
What about the F&Ms?
The F&Ms can celebrate the PLP. Well, no matter where in the world you are, you could celebrate the PLP.
It definitely won't be the FNAs, because if it's a PLP day, it ain't no
If you are an FNA, you could celebrate the PLP on Majority Rule Day as well. Okay. So let's change the name from Majority Rule Day to International PLP Day, right? Because that's basically what it turns out to be, right? And then, I believe, because that's going to be on, Majority Rule Day is going to fall on a Saturday this year, right? The Prime Minister ain't gonna...
Majority Rule this year or next year?
Next year, January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the Prime Minister's gonna get up and say, you know what? Let's call the election 90 days from now. And if you go 90 days from Majority Rule Day, right? January 10th to February 10th.
I believe the election could be
February 10th to March 10th. March 10th to April 10th. Right? That's 90 days. 120 days will take you, well, to May 10th. But he ain't gonna fool with that because he know Christie didn't get killed dead on May 10th. So he could dial it back for them 5 days and they can go for it May 5th. I tell you, the Spirit of the Lord revealed
the election
this
will be this year, man. Isn't there an aggressive
boy.
move for the voters registry as well? Did you see something in the paper
yes, you
today?
can register people for 2 years.
Yeah, man. The election will be this year.
Okay. And how much candidate thing on them got?
I'm certain of that.
And how much candidate?
The other 22 candidates are going to be named very shortly.
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding.
Yeah. They tell me the Easter Bunny coming too. I ain't see that happen either. Anyway, so what I was talking about now. So I think that
Majority Rule Day.
That we should call that
PLP Day.
That we should call that International PLP Day.
Anyhow.
Right? And then that way everybody who is
PLP.
No, everybody.
Celebrate.
Everybody who is alive on the planet could feel free to celebrate the PLP on Majority Rule Day. But I do believe that the Prime Minister is going to call the election on Majority Rule Day next year. And he's going to announce it for May 5th of next year.
Okay, well, that's your belief.
Yeah, that's what I believe. All right? But with all of the politics that's in the air, with all of what's going on that's in the air, I see that people are now picking at the Member of Parliament for South Beach. And I want to say this.
How so?
I can tell you right now. The Member of Parliament for South Beach appears to be under attack.
And who's that member?
Parker Stroll.
Okay.
Because I saw on social media today that these pictures went viral. Show me the pictures of the South Beach Park.
This is the sport MP?
No. Show me the pictures of the park, the ones that you just got. I can't use the pictures? Oh boy. Anyway, so apparently the pictures of the park at the Bougainvillea site are in disrepair. The pictures, they watermarked her. Oh boy. Okay. And what's crazy about it is, I am of the view that maybe the Prime Minister, because we always talk about shuffling cabinets, right? Maybe the Prime Minister ought not shuffle the cabinet. Maybe the Prime Minister ought shuffle some of these executive board appointments. Like there's no rule that says that a chairman has to be chairman for 5 years. And all I'm saying is, right, Michael Barnaby is obviously very popular in the PLP. The Prime Minister seems to like him. No problem. He could keep an executive chairman job. Yeah, maybe we should shuffle him to executive chairman of, I don't know, water and sewage, and then put some other people in the executive chairman of beaches and parks. Because I don't know if beaches and parks is providing the kind of support that it should be providing to its member of parliament colleagues.
Explain that. What do you mean?
South Beach Park ain't the only park in disrepair.
Well, yeah, okay.
The one in Elizabeth in disrepair. The one out there in Seabreeze in disrepair. All I'm saying is, it's because it's not functioning correctly. Firstly.
So you think he makes decisions as to
he certainly is the one with the budget. He certainly is the one with the budget.
So you think he's discriminatory about?
I'm not saying that he's discriminatory.
Parks he repair
I'm not
which
saying,
members of parliament?
I'm not saying that. What I am saying though is, and I've complained about this before. If you talk to people about Mr. Barnaby's performance in Yellow Ella, they will tell you Michael Barnaby will win Yellow Ella hands down.
I'm thinking anybody who normally gets beaches and parks, they're always able to retain their seat because what they can do in their constituency.
And I'm saying to you that I think he doing enough for his colleagues. And it don't make sense Michael one be inside the House of Assembly. It would absolutely make no sense for him one to win a seat because they can kill him in Parliament. He might as well go be a FNM after that. So I'm saying maybe.
Is he taller than Bacchus?
No, boy, Bacchus got him in the bag.
You think so?
Bacchus got him in the. Who in the Parliament taller than Bacchus? You didn't see Bacchus?
Michael one is kind of tall too.
He ain't tall as Bacchus.
So maybe that's why he's holding on to beaches and parks.
I don't know, but I'm saying to you that we always get caught up on cabinet shuffles, right? And the Prime Minister has shuffled this cabinet. A little shuffle here and there. But maybe this Prime Minister has again a wonderful opportunity because I think he should shuffle financial officers all through the public service. I think he should make all of them just go to another ministry.
Yeah, I mean
and see what happens, right? But maybe it's time to shuffle executive chairman. And you just shuffle them to different boards to see if you will get more movement. Because naturally...
More movement or more improvement?
Movement is oftentimes improvement.
Okay.
Because a new guy will take the seat and he will want to get some things done. Is it the inertia? Is that the word? Sometimes people get fatigued from sitting in a chair.
Okay.
And so I'm saying to you that if you shuffle, because yes, cabinets determine a large amount of what will happen in a country. But sometimes when you talk about things like authorities and corporations, etc., right? You have to consider the fact that those things are supposed to be autonomous. And because they are autonomous, they control their own budgets. And because they control their own budgets, they control their own direction. And because they control their own direction, a lot of times they can almost earmark the successes they will have. And I'm saying to you, right, that if the general complaint is that South Beach as a member of parliament, that I can tell you is in fact at work.
Okay.
But what can the member of parliament do if he doesn't get support from the Beaches and Parks chairman?
Now, what's going on with this?
Well, I'm trying to use the pictures, but I'm trying to find some.
But it looks like somebody broke into that, whatever that was.
So the thing is, the bathroom is in disarray. There's a bunch of vandalism.
That looked like violence there to me.
Yes, and all I'm saying to you is, step one from the Beaches and Parks Authority is they need to hire a security company for all public parks.
Now, whatever is going on here, I can tell you one thing. You notice the floor in that place? See how dirty it is?
Because if you leave any building open, weathering will get to it.
It seems as if no attention is being paid to this place.
And the point I'm making to you is, unless we staff parks, they will continue to be vandalized.
Okay, so what exactly is this? Is this a bathroom?
Yes, this is the bathroom at the Bougainvillea Park.
Okay. So when you turn on to Bougainvillea Avenue off East Street South, It is that very first park on that first corner on the left-hand side?
Yes, on the wide road.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I
Pastel
didn't even
Gardens
recognize-
Park has an issue. And you want to watch this?
Okay.
The one in Fake Gardens, which Jeff Lloyd put down 2-3 truckload fill 2 days before the election and never built the park, that one still ain't built. And you know why? Because if a member of parliament takes his entire time, we can't crop those. If the member of parliament takes his entire $500,000 to fix park, he could die as the member of parliament because there's not going to be any other money for him to spend. So unless the member of parliament could get in some sort of private partnership, which will more than likely end up in a scandal, then the member of parliament is like a duck in water.
But I don't
Out
know.
of water. Where the duck is no good. Out of water or in the water? Out of water.
But I'm thinking though, the chairman of Beaches and Parks, I'm almost certain that he do have some sort of a rapport with all of the member of parliament.
That cannot be the case because all of the member of parliaments that I've spoken to seem to be having a difficulty with parks in their constituency.
Why you think that is?
I don't know. I'm saying to you though that there is a common thread.
Which means?
Maybe we need to look at. And I say fire him, you know.
So
I say shuffle
so
them
here's what
around.
we should do. Maybe we need to take a look at the parks in the constituency of the
In Mount Moriah?
Yeah.
That may be a good test
and
case.
see what kind of
That may
conditions
be a good test
they're
case.
in. And if that is the case, if they're all up and running, clean, and so on and so forth, then you can say, okay, if you see some favoritism going on, yeah.
But he's also responsible for national parks. I think he also is responsible for things like Montague Beach.
Yeah.
You follow me? And so all I'm saying is, what does a member of parliament do? What can a member of parliament do
He's gonna have to go
prevent himself from falling in this position?
He's going to have to go higher.
I don't know. And so all I want to say is, Miguel Barnaby, if you want to survive, you will still be in opposition, and that won't help. So we've got to figure out a way to bail these boys out. And now I remember what I was going to talk about. And that is why I support authorities, because authorities have the ability to decide. And so while I think the JCNP is wonderful and beautiful and magnificent, I think that the time has come in our nation's history.
Is that for Junkanoo Authority?
Yes.
No, is that good or that bad?
I think it will eventually be a good thing.
Right now it's bad. It's going to be an
That's the
all-out war.
point I'm making. The point
An
I'm
all-out
making
war
is...
between the JCNP and the government's decision to establish an authority.
The point I'm making to you is this the best time? That
No.
remains to be seen.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't fight it as a prime minister with 8 months left to go to an election. But the prime minister may feel that he's popular enough that if he loses 10,000 Junkanoo votes, it don't matter.
Unless they're trying to avoid the confusion that happened last year during the Junkanoo parades.
Yeah, but now the Junkanoo community is saying, fine, create your authority, and then none of us will show up, and there will be no Junkanoo.
Wow.
Which I also don't agree with that position entirely. Why? Because Junkanoo don't belong to none. So if mommy and daddy fighting, the children don't eat? Is that the argument we're having? If mommy ain't extending conjugal kindness to daddy, and daddy ain't paying the light bill, the children should starve? If Junkanoo belongs to the Bahamas, argue whatever you all arguing in the court, beloved. And then you show up and shake your cowbell lemon Bay Street because you know that the Bahamian people will show up for it.
Yeah.
Now, again, I am conflicted because I think the JCNP is a wonderful body that has done a great job over the last 20 years. I understand, though, that progression or progressivism in nation building requires evolution.
Yes, things
And things will
change
evolve.
after a while. Yeah.
It's not even going to change because what's going to happen is the JCNP will more than likely become a de facto member of the authority. So there will never not be JCNP representation. And I think that it is absolutely, what is the word I want to use?
It's going to cause a problem to try to include them, especially if they're fighting it.
You cannot exclude them. They will have to be members of the authority. The JCNP will become a de facto member of the board of the Junkanoo Authority of the Bahamas. But I think it is premature for the JCNP to kick back without even seeing the legislation. Have they seen the legislation?
No.
You would have to see the legislation to know if you oppose the legislation. Because they may work out a deal so sweet for the JCNP.
You don't know what the government details are.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So my point is, I don't know how you issue a statement the very next day saying that we oppose. You won't see the draft legislation yet. You would have to at least see the draft.
Yeah. So say for or against,
And once you do that, then you could say, okay, here are, see, because remember now, the art of a deal is there must be an offer, there must be a counter offer, and then there must be a counter to the counter. That is the art of the deal. But if you only no one propose nothing yet, then what did you oppose? And so I'm conflicted. My friends in Junkanoo, I say Junkanoo belongs to the Bahamian people. And if mommy and daddy can't work out their conjugal kindness between each other, the children shouldn't starve. And that is where I stand on it. We'll be back right after the break. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Leland Miller. Bradley Roll is in studio with me. And we're just talking. I'm going to open the phone lines. I did promise you that. I do have one other thing that I want to get to before we go to the break. Right? Or before we go to the birthdays. I note the publication in a daily that suggested that there are 154 new cases of HIV in the Bahamas. Or new reported cases, or however they want to say it. And here is what I want to say to that daily publication. I want you all to stop using sensationalization. That is my exact problem with Lincoln Bain. Whenever you sensationalize a thing, you skew the facts. And if you close your eye and not look at the headline and read the actual story, what you will find is that there is nothing to be overly concerned about. And I watch the chatter in social media, and you all are a bunch of Neanderthals. Obviously, you're not following the trend of the disease.
Yeah, the cases dropped tremendously.
Tremendously.
But
there is no but.
Yeah,
The number.
No, it's still here.
The numbers.
It is still here.
There has been a 47% decline in infections in the Bahamas.
But you can still get infected.
Oh boy.
And that's the reality.
So why would you not say a 47% reduction in HIV cases over the last decade? Why would that not be the headline? Except you want to use sensationalism.
Well, you got to sell the papers.
And you don't, if a message has substance in it, you don't need to sensationalize it.
Well, it sure keeps a lot of people aware that, HIV is still around. And
it is around.
You can still get infected.
But you could also get rickets. What are you talking about? I mean, all I'm saying is, right? I'm not saying that you should be careless with your behavior. I'm saying let us simply report the facts as the facts and do away with this bunch of sensationalism. Because the only thing, and you know what's so funny? These people that keep walking around, you're calling themselves activists, right? Check a lot of their arguments. Just sensationalism. And you know what I think it is? I think it's because bail too easy to get for people that are offensive and that offend places like the court. Because they carry you to a little old cell, right? Where all they take from you is your wallet and your cell phone. I want us to get to the place in this country where they start putting you in the real jail, where we take your dignity away from you, where you don't lose your laces, where the fella tell you, spread your bungie, let me look at it. And if enough of you all get put in that position, you all will stop being frivolous. That's what I want for you all. I want when you are contemptuous toward a court in the name of sensationalism, you go to the auspices of His Majesty's prison. The fella tell you, touch your big toenail with your thumbnail and then cough. And you spend 14 days in here. And when you come out, you wouldn't want to be sensational no more until you die. That is what has to happen. Because we need to do those kind of things to protect the institution, spiritual advisor. And that is what I want. So, to the daily that printed this nonsense, right? Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Because it undermines the work of people like Dr. Perry Gomez and those. What about all of the groundbreaking work Perry Gomez and those spent their lives working on? For you to come right here with this sensational nonsense and not report facts. It's horrible.
Well, I think the story explains,
How much people do you think read the story after they saw the headline? You could tell from the commentary in social media that no one read the story. Oh boy. Take me to the phone lines. 323-7775.
What about the birthdays?
Oh, we got birthdays? Let's do the birthdays.
All right, yeah, let's do this quickly. So, Shadell, happy 51st birthday. Blessings to the gorgeous Shadell McKenty. Warmest greetings and love extended to you from your husband, Don McKenty, your kids, Shana, and Shania, your uncles, aunts, nephews, nieces, cousins, and friends, especially your sisters, Shrika, Tamika, and Trana. We celebrate you. Extra on today, Sugar Plum, enjoy your day. So happy birthday to the gorgeous Shondell McKenzie. Amani, we would like to wish the one and only grandson Amani Grant a happy 7th birthday over in Bralin, from his mother and father, sisters, brothers, grandmother, Sue Culmer, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, especially your Nana Ashami in Bralin. They love you and they want you to enjoy your birthday. So happy birthday to Amani. Casey, we'd like to wish nephew Casey Sawyer in Bralin a happy birthday. Coming from your wife Janelle, your 2 sons, your mothers, your sisters, nephews, nieces, all in Bralin. They want you to have a great birthday. Let's see, happy birthday to Latoya Roberts. It's coming from Sandy Point, Abaco. It's coming from your father, Herbert Roberts, your grandmother, Annie Roberts, your aunt, Ina Knowles, Ivor Davis, Bernice Wells, Cynthia Roberts, Frederica, the Winters, Erlene Hill, Carmen Roberts, Doris Roberts, uncles, Sam Shipmenters, Audrey Roberts, Preston Roberts, Dr. Christopher Roberts, Police Corporal Julian Roberts, Sam Roberts, George Roberts Wells, including Disha and Kyria. May God continue to dwell around you with good health, long life. Continue to pray. Let God fight your battle. We love you, Toya. Have a wonderful birthday. All right, Sadira, able woman. Is this your thing? Sadira Rule?
Yeah.
From the Exchange and CPO, Andrew Rule.
I think you're reading that wrong. So this is Sadira Rule. Happy birthday to able woman Sadira Rule. That is from the Exchange and Chief Petty Officer Anya Rule.
Yeah, I said that.
No,
but they have it spelled A-N-J-A.
Yeah, that's Anya. You know,
I thought it was A-N-Y-A.
but you know, names are not subject to phonetics. So you could call yourself John Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah, your name is yours.
Okay, so A-N-J-A is Anya.
Yes.
And not Anja.
No. You could name C-A-R-L.
You learn something new every day, eh? Well, that's deep. Elizabeth Sims is also celebrating birthday. Happy birthday, Lieutenant Commander Elizabeth Sims from, it says 32/6. What is that?
Yeah, new entry 32, woman entry 6. That is her entry of enlistment.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it?
That's all the birthdays.
That's all the birthdays. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's see what the people have to say. I my mind going back on this Coldplay. Boy, I was been standing up there like Columbus statue. If you think I was moving when you were shining the camera on me, you all tell a lie. Beloved, the easiest way to get hit in a barrage of bullets is to run with the crowd. When they move the camera on me, I stand right there and stare. I don't even blink. Just so you could know, I ain't hiding from nothing because there ain't nothing here to hide. And that's the end of that. And that's what I had to say. And anything without context could look bad. Let's go to the phone line. 323-777.
Hold on, one last birthday. Sorry about that. Happy birthday to Jay Brown and Jeremy Bullitt from the Bullitt Way crew. All right, so happy birthday to Jay Brown and Jeremy Bullitt from the Bullitt. This is not the way to do this, okay? You have to send us 323-7775. Again, birthday request. Send us 323-7775 the day before the actual day. Don't send it to my phone, please. Don't send it to my phone. Send directly to 323-7775. Thanks so much.
They're probably going to forget that by next year when it's their birthday.
Thank you so much, Doc. Oh, Claudius, this is you. Yeah, we did say happy birthday to Jay Brown and Jeremy Bullitt from the Bullitt Bay crew. All right.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let's go to the phone line, 323-7775. You'll see what time I open in the line today, right?
It's like 11 minutes after 5.
And I was trying to do it from 5 minutes after 5, but the spiritual advisor was doing other stuff. Yeah. So let's go to the phone lines, 323-777-5698-0775. Hello to the baby them and the children them in the car. I am always so happy to have you all listening. That's the baby them and that's the children them.
Right.
And most times they with the mummy them. And I appreciate them all for tuning in here at Freedom March. We have any phone calls?
None yet.
Fantastic. Let's keep going.
6980776.
So what else did we miss? So the JCNP. We were talking about the JCNP, Junkanoo, and the possibility of the establishment of the Junkanoo
Authority.
I don't disagree with an authority. I think, matter of fact, I think authorities are the way to fix the Bahamas.
But now the thing is, who all is going to be a part of this authority and what power
The
they
JCNP
have?
would naturally be a part of the authority.
What kind of power do they have and who decides?
They would have the same power
who
any
has
other...
the ultimate.
They would have the same amount of power any other de facto member has. They have one vote on a board of voters. But that's democracy, spiritual advisor. Democracy is we ain't necessarily right, we just in the majority. That's how democracy works.
Just 3 calls waiting. Okay.
Yeah, we had 0 2 minutes ago. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Turn your radio down.
You gotta turn your radio down, please. You have to turn your radio down.
Let's take another call. You all know the rules. You gotta cut your radio down. You don't need to listen to you. You just need to listen to me. 323. Hey, caller.
Hey, Leon.
Hey.
Supervisor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember, I think a week ago, you always talk about the immigration problem to be solved in this country, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to give you all a heads up. About 11, 12 years ago, listen, be careful here. 11, 12 years ago, we had an immigration squad used to come down by, I believe, squad just for foot drill.
Mm-hmm.
And about 23 of those recruits, but 3/4 of them were Haitian people. I don't know nothing against Haitian, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when you are saying the defense force intercept vessels on the sea, and they discovered that one of the Haitians had a work permit, then you see what's going on in this country.
No, and I ain't gonna let you all say that because why didn't they produce it? Produce the document.
No, but I'm just saying what we face with in this country.
I'm saying to you that we allow Lincoln Bain to make very scurrilous claims that no one ever tests the verisimilitude of. And I have had it up to my neck with those kinds of claims. Either he produces the document or go and fly a kite. Because you can't just keep saying things. Because you are now what they would call culpably negligent. If you have all of this intelligence and you have not passed that to the authorities, I think that you should go to jail.
Leroy, what I'm saying, not only immigration, customs, police force, we have enemy within all of these government departments.
Fine. And I'm not saying that you're incorrect. Hear me. I'm saying to you that largely these claims emanate from one place. It is from out the belly of the COI. And according to my jingle, that's a party made up by one fella. So largely these claims come from one person. And this one person cannot continue to just spew probabilities or possibilities into the public domain without a scintilla of evidence. You say the man had a work permit. Produce the document.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from.
It's very simple. Other than that, my name is Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah,
You could say anything.
But I'm just telling you what's happening in this country, and everybody, that's what all of us know that. We know that.
Yeah.
We know what's going on.
So from this point on, I'm deeming them unfit witnesses until they could prove in the court of public opinion that they're not pathological liars. I think they are incorrigible rogues and that they are incapable of rehabilitation. They are strangers to the truth and they have no idea where the truth resides, and therefore I cannot have them as credible witnesses in the court of public opinion.
I hear you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
All right.
All right, take care. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Doing well.
Yes, how you doing, spiritual advisor, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, doing
Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Miller, I know you are a man of great resources, right? What I want you to do, please, for me, I wanted the other day, I had a tourist in town.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give them an authentic conch salad.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say authentic, it should be made by a Bahamian, an indigenous Bahamian at that. I took them to the fish fry. I took them to Drifters.
Mm-hmm.
And Drifters did not have no Bahamian conch salad personnel to make the salad.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there a shortage in the Bahamas that I want you to do this for me? I don't have the time or the resources. But could you check with the Labor Department to see that if there is a lack of people applying for those kind of things, because why are we giving work permits for people that make conch salad?
Sure. So here's what I will say to you, caller. I've been in social commentary space now for about 10 years. 10 years ago, I said to them that everyone likes to talk about natural resource. You hear that buzzword often? Natural resource this, natural resource that, right? I think that they are a bunch of Brian Rosses. Let me tell you why. They are fakes and frauds. Everybody that runs on with this natural resource thing, because the conch is a natural resource. And I 10 years ago wagered that if I walked from the studio that I sat in then with a conch in the shell, a cracker and a knife, 85% of our Bahamian boys couldn't get that conch out of the shell if you put a gun to their head. We are failing.
But they can be taught.
Failing. But it doesn't have to be in a curriculum, because Papa ain't been to no curriculum. How Papa know? We are failing our sons. We want all them to be lawyers. We want all of them to be doctors. None of them have any real skill, and they certainly do not have any skill that is tied to our national natural resources. The average Bahamian young man under the age of 40 cannot take a conch out of the shell.
Including me. But
This is my point. This is my point.
But you can learn, you can find out.
What I want to say is, why do we giving work permits for people to make conch salad?
I'll tell you something else that you're going to find fantastically unbelievable. Many of those people are not on work permits, my friend.
Well, I know that, but I was just trying to be the devil's advocate.
Many of them are not on work permits.
They were citizens now?
Many of them are on spousal permits.
This is
So we don't like the foreigner, we love the foreigner. And who gets to adjudicate love?
I got you.
The question becomes, why y'all Bahamian daughters keep marrying these bunch of Frenchmen?
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is a complex one.
beneficial and arranged
The problem
marriages.
is you can't prove that.
Beneficial
You cannot. You're getting like Lincoln Bean now.
and arranged.
You're getting like Lincoln Bean now, and I can't.
But
let you do
I
that.
think the
If you cannot prove
I'm
that,
not getting like
not you. I mean the spiritual advisor.
But that's a fact.
You cannot
A
prove that.
lot
That is
of
a fact.
these, a
No.
lot of these mixed marriages,
No.
as far as national is concerned,
No.
they're either arranged
No.
or they're beneficial.
And how do you test the veracity of that claim?
Listen,
Thank you, caller.
listen,
All right, buddy.
listen.
You cannot prove that.
A Jamaican woman
Oh boy.
offered me $3,000 to marry her.
Did you report it?
No.
But Shanta Knowles, come for this fella. You're not gonna get to have crime on the side of me. Commissioner. Oh, y'all ain't gonna have me for failing to report. Commissioner of Police, Bradley Roll, tell me.
Is that a crime?
What you mean?
How is that a crime?
You when you reach the Grove Station, you let Superintendent Sweeten tell you. Superintendent
So-
Sweeten,
No, she asked me because she said she loved me.
please don't tell me no more. Don't tell me.
And she was wondering.
No. A matter of fact,
Yeah.
this the airs I have to test out every now and again. I don't hear very good in this one.
But
Let's
a
go
lot
to
of these
spiritual advisor.
marriages
I ain't
are
letting you tell me
beneficial
nothing about how
and
the woman tried to
arranged.
get you to commit a crime. Don't tell me. I'm a justice of the peace. It is my duty.
Listen, there's a way they go about it. There's a way.
Don't tell it to me, because I gotta tell it to Shanta.
They say come live with you.
Don't tell me.
You know. Come on now. You know what's going on.
No. You can't prove what I know.
You know.
Take-
If I know, you know.
Producer, you take me to this phone line. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. See that the caller even didn't want to be a part of this. 323-777-569-807. Hello, caller.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are
Good
you?
afternoon.
Awesome.
Great.
Mr. Roll,
Yes, ma'am.
good to see you back.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
My first time since you've been on the show. I'm going to send a happy birthday shout out to my first grandson, John.
You got grandson?
Morphy.
You ain't sound old enough to have grandson. Where you get grandson from?
Listen, you and I are the same age, Levan.
Well, bless the Lord.
Okay?
I jealous.
Wow.
I jealous of you, you know. Listen, every time I look at my 7-year-old, I say, boy, how come you can't lift block?
So my grandson celebrated his second birthday Sunday past,
Okay.
and that's coming in from his grandma, all the way in Canada, Hastings,
Okay.
his aunt, his uncle, and numerous relatives and friends. I just want to say to my grandson, I love him, and as I watch him grow, to become a wonderful boy.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Mr.
listen.
Rose, I will see you in October, as promised.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I'll be there. I'll
So
be there.
hold on, now,
Alright,
use
take care.
hold on, now use Grammy, Nana, or what they call you?
I'm Grandma.
Okay, Grandma.
Grandma.
Okay, Grandma.
Okay.
So good to hear from you, Grandma.
All right.
All right, you take care now. Good to hear from you.
All right, Mr. Rose.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. 323-777-5, 6980-775-6980.
I mean, this man sit right on the TV, try implicate me in his crime.
They
Lord.
are arranged
No, I done told you not to tell it to me.
or beneficial.
Listen to me. I know Peter Joseph very well. He's a very big, strong man. You
Pete,
don't want,
that's my boy.
You don't want me to have Peter Joseph come and I tell you, Chad Adams and the Tiptoe Brigade will have you out of here in quick time, spiritual advisor. Chad, you hear this? Come for Bradley. I want to make. I'm not failing to report. I reported it at the first instance. Bradley say, the Jamaicans say, she got $3,000. She won't give him.
That's what
Y'all come carry Bradley
That's
so
what-
he can take y'all by the Jamaican woman.
That's what 30 years ago.
But she good, she ain't dead yet. Now it's conspiracy, so we gotta get the police involved. 323-777-5. Y'all ain't gonna do that to me. Shanty knows. He named Bradley. And he know a Jamaican with $3,000 who looking for husband. I don't know how come. All the women them I ever meet in my life didn't want to marry me for free. But
Yeah,
Bradley
well,
know a
that's
Jamaican
big.
who will marry him for $3,000. And I think you should have a look at that, Commissioner. 323-777-5, 6980-775. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon. How you doing, Marcus?
Hi, name Marcus.
All is well?
Yeah, man, all is well.
Yes.
on, call me
My
Marcus.
concern is I agree with you today when it comes to Mr. McKell.
Okay. The man
Well, what do you mean?
I don't know how this happened.
McKell going to be a horrible job. See, all the parks are depleted. The bathrooms and young children are using the restrooms. They have to pee and do stuff on the
That's
side of
what you said?
the road and the fence. They're being molested. They're being taken advantage of.
Where's this happening?
Certainly not that.
Because none of the park restrooms are working.
Certainly
The
not at
children are
Montague.
playing. They're
Montague
having
is
games
fantastic.
events, And then they're peeing on the side of the building. So you can tell Mr. McKell Thompson, oh, my apologies, McKell Barnaby, exactly that he's doing a horrible job, even down in the elderly parts of the team.
Wow.
It is conditions. So he needs not just to fix all the parks and the beaches. They're deplorable because people the beaches, all the mess, the trees, all the seaweeds are rolling up the shore and they look like picking them. There are no lifeguards. Sharks are up and down, water keeping stand up and it looks like you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, which
The
beach?
shark.
So
You said the
he's
shark.
doing a deplorable job.
Hold on. You said the shark on the beach?
Yeah, and Monica Beach, but
But
you
what
can't
you-
remember because sharks up and down.
But what
up
you
and
want-
down.
what you
There's
want
no
McHale-
lifeguards.
what you want McHale do with the shark?
It's like he's not responsible at all because he has connections with children, parks and beaches. That's where the children go to enjoy themselves, especially in the summer.
Now,
But the water's a shark's habitat, though. I mean, what you want done with that?
Well, if you have lifeguards and they're able to afford us and put to it to keep their eyes, and if you have the seaweed away from the shoreline, then you have to they can be able to declare what's going on around you.
yeah, if you have a lifeguard, my friend, thank you for calling. If you have a lifeguard, all you have is one
right here.
additional person for the shark to eat. So you stand a better chance because you changed the law of probability. But I don't see how a lifeguard can save me from no shark. Anyway, we go on to the break.
We'll be back.
This is Freedom March. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Freedom March. Thank you so much for staying with us through the break. I'm Leland Miller. You're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, channel 112, and of course on ILTV Studios. Wherever you're listening, thank you so much for listening. And of course, if you're already listening to me, you know I don't keep saying that for you. I say it so that you could get on the phone with your friend and tell your friend to stop listening to nonsense and come over here and listen to us on Freedom March, where the goal often is to inform, to educate, and from time to time to entertain. Let me send a shout out to my barber, Ali, from Island Connect, who's got the barber shop locked in. Hello, Ali, from Island Connect. See, I did it. And big shout out on the Island Connect bed oil, spiritual advisor. You ain't got no bed, but I gotta get you some bed oil. I tell you, you will smell like the Prince of Egypt once you put it on. So I'm over there every Wednesday, because Wednesday is Barber Day over at Island Connect, Fascia over at Freedom March. And also, let me send a special shout out to Chef Simeon Hall, who was with me in your absence, spiritual advisor. He actually spent the entire week with me. And he's actually having an event that's coming up, so I want to just plug his event. It's going to be August the 2nd. Chef Simeon Hall, along with a team of other chefs whose names I don't know, but they're going to be with Chef Simeon Hall, so I suspect it's going to be a really super duper event. It's going to be an all lobster event, right? So I think you all should go and check it out. I also note that the sponsor list is pretty cool. I see EV Motors is among the sponsors over there. And the Ministry of Tourism. Yeah, you can't ever go wrong with them. And so to Chef Simeon Hall, wherever you are today, my friend, I hope you're having a happy Tuesday. And I look forward to your event on the 2nd of August. And what can I say? Since we've said the word Ministry of Tourism, put up the graphic with Chester Cooper. Man, I love Chester Cooper. Wow. Listen to me. Chester Cooper is absolutely supercalifragilistically, espialidociously amazing. Put the graphic up with Chester Cooper. Chester Cooper ain't got one boat tie-up in Freeport. Chester Cooper's so good, Chester Cooper got 2 boat tie-up in Freeport. This ain't the one with Chester, but let's keep this one up. But Chester Cooper's so good at tying up cruise ship. This is how you know you're good. You know that you're doing a really good job as the Minister of Tourism when the FNM talking about you. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Chester Cooper doing such a good job tying up cruise ship in Freeport. The FNM senator can't believe it. She is just hallelujahing for the wrong team. And I said to myself, boy, it's amazing how public life is so interesting, right? Because this is a wonderful thing, and all grand behavior should celebrate it, and she is a grand behavior, and I'm sure she is celebrating with the people from Grand Bahama who has been in the doldrums for 25 years. But you know your politics working good, my friend. When you got fellas from the opposite team shooting in your basket for you. And so, to Senator Jasmine Darius, congratulations on being excited for Chester Cooper. It's so wonderful. And not just Chester. Show me the one from Ginger. Look at Ginger Moxie. I tell you, Freeport had a colic. Freeport was dyspeptic. Freeport had a little bit of frustrating gas pain, abdominal discomfort for 25 years. And all they needed was a little piece of ginger. And once they put that ginger in them, my friend, man.
It's amazing, eh?
Wow.
Miracles.
Not one. Two.
All of a sudden, miracles.
Like manna from on high. Just tourists and white people money as a matter of fact, if you ain't cooking Freeport today, you probably could starve, because that should be about 6,000 people coming off them 2 boats. I don't think Freeport have enough restaurant for all them people. They certainly don't have enough straw market for all of them people. So Freeport, I don't know how y'all could do it. Y'all might send Nassau for some stuff, because y'all ain't gonna have enough stuff to take care of these 2 big cruise ships if they tie up every day like this now. Freeport ain't got that much things. I can tell you that right now. But I want to send a congratulations to Ginger Moxie, because Ginger, what else I could say about her? She's a little piece of ginger. And that seems to be just all right with the people of Freeport. Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. 323-777-569. And people say, oh, you sound like you celebrating the BLP. I ain't really celebrating the BLP. I've been getting Freeport for 25 years. I ain't never seen no cruise ship tie up there. And the only one I saw was the Balearia. And I think 18 people come off that. Right?
Oh, I don't know if that's a fair thing, yo.
What you mean that ain't fair? I tell you what I
you've never
see.
seen a cruise ship time for 25 years? Oh, that don't make no sense.
I tell you what I've seen the Balearia. I've seen the Balearia tie up there. Yes, and people come off the Balearia. It wasn't no 6,000 people. Is that unfair?
Hey, yo, that's what you see.
Yes, I tell you what I see.
Okay.
323-777-569-807. And next time, all y'all have to do is when y'all in power, learn how to be. Put Ginger face back up so the people can see Ginger one more time. Everybody, give Ginger a round of applause. Huh? Put Ginger back up so the people can see her. What happened to my producer?
She didn't have a photo of Ginger. You just two cruise
She
ships.
just had Ginger
Oh,
up.
really? Okay.
Put the thing with Ginger and the 2 cruise ship them back up so the people look at Ginger Moxie. Oh,
Where is she? Oh, you mean up the... Can't see that.
what you
Thank
mean
you, producer, though.
What you mean you can't see it? Read it for me. Read what top piece say.
You say there's a photo of Ginger
Read
Moxie.
what the
It says
top
Ginger
piece.
Moxie.
So what you mean the people can't see that's Ginger?
So what is Ginger Moxie? The photo or this site?
You don't worry about that. You just know this. Whenever you see this, whenever you see 2 big cruise ship tie up, you don't worry about no picture. All you need to worry about is the 2 big tie up cruise ship, and you know that's Ginger. Don't worry about what else you could see. All right? Fantastic. Let's go to the phone line. 323-7775. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you there? No? 323-7775 698-0775. We got a call online? Hey, caller.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Yes,
Hello.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I realize that throughout this whole show, you're disparaging the name of Lincoln Bain.
I'm not disparaging his name. I'm not disparaging. Stay with me. Stay.
Lincoln Bain is for the people. Lincoln Bain takes his time out every Sunday, 5 o'clock,
Uh-huh.
to enrich and empower the people to give information.
We agree there. Can I tell you where we disagree?
He shows where Dubai is in 50 years and where we are in 50 years.
And we agree
He
there.
want to push our country further.
I'm sure about that. We might disagree there.
He's not no one to carry us back.
You have to tell the truth, though.
Tell the truth, or when people are there pumping water, when they get up the water, go straight to their house.
Two are
That's the
wrong.
stuff what he's advocating for.
Yeah, but what you cannot do is try to rule through fear. That's dangerous.
Rule through fair. No,
Right.
it's not ruling through fair, it's ruling through truth.
No,
And what is right.
That ain't the truth. If you say that someone buying judge orders, you had better prove that, my friend. If you telling me that someone walking around in the Bahamas and buying the bench, you had better prove that.
Lincoln always has proof for anything he says. He
Then
don't
let
say
him-
anything.
then let him
without
provide the
having
proof. Then let him
5
provide-
o'clock every Sunday, Facebook he is on.
Then
showing
le-
his proof and evidence.
Then let
What he has
him.
said. He don't say nothing without proof and evidence.
Then let him provide the proof. That's my only. If you
But watch him at 5 o'clock on Sundays, Facebook.
I'll see what happens
Come
on
on to the headquarters
Sunday.
on Sunday.
No.
5
I
p.m.
ain't coming to the headquarters. As the leader of the FNA, I might be a little tie up, but we'll see. All right? Okay, thank you. 32377. I the leader of the FNA. Y'all just want me coming to all these other things. I'm leader of the FNA, okay? I only been to Lisa thing because my granddaddy live in Marathon and he 99 and I say she giving out things for the 100 people in Marathon. It ain't no way my 99-year-old granddaddy ain't gonna be on this list. Boy, and I gone there and you wouldn't believe it. My 99-year-old granddaddy wasn't on the
I
list.
got a text.
But that's okay though, because he 99. He don't really like leaving home anyhow.
We all know why this Junkanoo bill has come up and who it is to satisfy. Election is not far. Also, let Levon know that yes, Junkanoo belongs to the people. The people who spend their own money to make sure they look great on the road. So
Okay.
as one of the people, he can get his cowbells, go and shake them for the Junkanoo Authority respectfully. Okay, so.
And I accept that. And all I'm saying is, if mommy and daddy fighting, that don't mean the children shouldn't eat. You disagree with that?
Okay.
If mommy and
true.
daddy
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
the children
yeah,
should
yeah,
still eat.
yeah.
So if Junkanoo is in fact for the people, give it to the people. And work out the logistics on the back end. All right, let's take the phone call. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Hi.
You lie.
Hi, Levin. Good
Hey, what's up?
afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
2 points I want to bring to your attention, which you all should obviously already know. One, yes, I do feel like Lincoln Bain embellishes a bit,
Sure.
but it is only to draw attention or spotlight to the issues at hand. That's the first thing.
Sure.
Second thing, the reason why all of these non-Bahamians are gainfully employed is because young Bahamians are lazy. They want a job, but they don't want to work. I'll rest that right there. You all continue to speak on that.
Let me ask you a question, caller. Do you think it could also be the pay?
Well, that might be a determining factor. But if you start a job and you better yourself at it, you sharpen your skill, don't you think the employee will
Pay you more?
notice? The employer will notice that you're doing a good job
And pay you more?
and give you a raise.
Okay.
So you got to start from the bottom and work your way at the top. You don't start from the top.
Okay. And I
when
agree with you. Yeah.
At an entry-level job.
Yeah, I understand. And a lot of us don't have the patience for it, and I guess that's what happens. You're right.
Well, so your daddy
okay.
should have been rich. Caller, I have one for you, though, right? You ready?
Yeah.
How much embellishing are you to be permitted, especially when you are calling into disrepute the character of the court?
You have, let me see if I can give you a simplest
Answer.
illustration. You go to a gas station, you order a hot dog sandwich.
Sure.
They give you the bread and the hot dog. Over there to your right is a condiment stand.
Right.
You can get the raw hot dog and bread,
Sure.
but they allow you to put what you want to put on that.
Correct.
You see where I get with that?
I got you. Now, let me tell you what you ain't allowed to do. You ain't allowed to take the whole jar of mayonnaise to your car.
Well, you got a security to the door.
That's my point. Hey, you could put the whole jar of mayonnaise on the sandwich, you know.
Yeah.
You just
still walk with the
can't
door,
carry
it's the same thing. Still carry the whole jar.
but you can't carry the jar to your car. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
And that's my problem with Lincoln. And notice I've not ever shot my slingshot at Lincoln, you know, except for this week. Because I live in a country where I want to always have unshakable confidence in the institution. You follow me?
I follow you.
Because when institutions collapse, my friend, you are now living in what they call anarchy and chaos. And that's where I want to live. And so if Lincoln, I'm not saying that the judge wasn't paid, you know. I'm saying that if you have information that a foreigner, because remember, that's what your whole argument is about, foreigners and how they are taking over the country, correct?
Now, but bear in mind, in most of these instances, if it's a criminal matter or something that the police is looking into, then you don't want to sully the water or muddy the water, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, but you could also move an action before the court and have the Chief Justice or whomever the other justice panel would be hear about the accusations brought before this judge, and an ethics panel will decide whether or not this justice of the Supreme Court was acting unethically. You follow me?
Yeah, but by the time we didn't get to that point, they done transfer that person to another family island and hide them under the carpet.
But you can't do that to a justice of the Supreme Court, because no matter where they are in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, they are justices of the Supreme Court. And all I'm saying to you is, if there is a justice of the Supreme Court selling citizenship or selling anything in this country, because none of the justices' rulings should be for hire. So if you have a justice that isn't ruling blindly, then they shouldn't be sitting on the bench. And all I'm saying is, you shouldn't be allowed to say that you have information about a judge doing that and you ain't report it, then you are complicit.
Two sides of a coin.
And that's all I say.
Front, back.
Because not to report corruption is, guess what you call that? Corruption.
What you call that?
It's corruption. To not report corruption is corruption. You know that?
Yeah, well, you better get spiritual advice over there and shine on the way.
But listen, there are three
I
sides.
didn't tell Shanta come for this boy.
Hey,
Shanta!
Listen, there are three sides to the coin, eh? Always remember that.
That's
Well,
what I said.
Yeah. You got the front, the back, and then the thickness.
caller, there is actually something in the penal code, right? I know for certain it is in the instances that involve minor children for sure. But I'm not sure how far it extends. But there is actually something in the penal code called failing to report. You aware of that?
I'm aware of it.
Okay. And so to not report corruption is what?
It's a crime.
It's corruption. You ever see when they write on the docket, being consigned together? You know that mean you was even there. That means you was on the phone with them when they was talking about it.
All right, who's on hold?
Yeah?
All right.
All right, Carl,
All
appreciate
right,
you.
let's go. Is C. Allen Johnson there? Put C. Allen Johnson through.
You and C. Allen Johnson call on the satellite phone. How you know he on the phone?
He's telling me. Go ahead, C. Allen. Hello?
That's what happens when you're on special privilege.
Are you there, C.
Hi, C.
Yes,
Allen.
I am. How are you doing, the both of you?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, good evening.
Yeah, I just want to call. Miller.
But I know how you know you was on the phone. I trying to figure out how you all doing this.
Don't say nothing to MC Allen. Leave it like
No, I'm
that.
not saying anything, but Miller, just let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What you call it, embellish, right?
No, I ain't calling that. The caller say that was embellishment.
Oh, I'm trying to find out the difference between embellish and lie.
So embellishment is like when you thief, but you white and you rich, and so we don't call it thiefing, we call it misappropriating.
Okay, then I believe that the proper word would be lie. Let me explain to you something. Mr. Lincoln Bain himself said that he has gotten the platform from the Alliance for Change and the BNCC, for which he bases his company on, right? I call it a company because it's a business. But to date, and I've offered $100,000 if he can present a copy of the plan from the BNCC or from the AFC that explains the natural resources. I also offered $10,000. He's spoken for 200 hours or hundreds of hours on the radio. And I said that not a single time he's explained how he could do one thing. The reason why I could say this is because the author of the AFC plan, for which the BNC and others have worked on, listing 125 ratchet resources, was me. The author of the trademark change ain't coming, changes here, is me from 2008. So I'm saying that when somebody represents that they are competent in anything, then it's called when you're misleading the people. And it's nothing personal. Understand, I have a wife, and I have children, I have grandchildren, all of them are behemoth. It is impossible for me to remain silent when somebody represents that they represent something that I helped author and spent over 30 years of studying, to then say that they will govern over me. And I call it an upright fraud. Right there in your ILTV is the original appearances before they became a political party, when it was an activist group, before they put the word political party after it. It's the videos where Lincoln Bain and the founders, he was not part of the founders, but Lincoln Bain and the founders sat, and you can hear me doing the talking that they have taken down at their website, but it's still on your social media website. I'm saying the Coalition of Independence is a fraud. And I challenge them to call me out on this, or simply collect the money from me by going and explaining what aragonite is, where it is, or how we'll exploit it to get the $40 million a year. Explain to me even the carbon credits. Even just hold up the report that the government is basing it on. I say he don't even have the public report from the university that did it on the carbon credits. But there's 125 different natural resources we have in the Bahamas, and you're correct. In 20 years, I've heard people talk about natural resources and repeat what I've said over those time, but has never been able to elaborate beyond saying that we have it. And that's where the problem is.
And so, yes, there's an opportunity for exploitation of these, but more of these is for our preservation than it is for our exploitation. I'm not going to keep it long, but let's use aragonite as an example. We need 150% of the aragonite we have in the Bahamas for our survival. I didn't say 100%. I said we need 150% of our current supply of aragonite for our survival due if climate change is range and what we need to have done. And this is where it becomes illusional to say that you will set your heart and your lungs and your hand and your head so you could be rich. It makes no sense. And I invite them, Lincoln Bean and the rest of them, to prove to the people that I am wrong, that they are nothing more than a fraud, that copies things, say things, and say they have documents and all these other different things, and wave it in front of the people, but never present it or publish it in public. And I guarantee you, whatever has been published, go to my page, going back all the way for 20 years, you'll see every document that he said he's published already in the public domain.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah,
and so, thank you very much, C. Allen. So, I mean, I hear that. All I'm saying is, and I've said this not for 20 years, I was 19 and busy practicing for the war. Plenty of these people sound very idle to me. Because I just watched 10,000 mangoes spoil in my neighbor yard on top of her roof.
Yeah, boy, that's something.
I can't figure out.
Man.
Yeah, it's because we are a bunch of lousy non-thinkers.
If we can be creative.
We don't have mental capacity.
Make some money.
I could tell you what happened. If it ain't a cut and paste idea, we don't know how to create anything. Our brain lacks imagination. We don't have an immigration problem. We have a thinking problem.
Let me ask a question.
We don't have a resources problem. We have a thinking problem.
Now, listen, how do we get creative to use these hairy mangoes when they come in season to produce mango juice or something?
Were you not here with me when I told you that we should just nationalize the hairy mango? We should nationalize the coconut, and we should nationalize the avocado. Avocado is in season right now. My uncle got one tree.
Use them.
My uncle got one tree. Foolishness.
You always get a little slice with your grits.
You can't eat. This population can't eat the amount of avocados we generate. So, we have them going to waste.
We can export them then.
We should just nationalize it and let people have actual real value for their avocado tree.
You got some calls.
Ah, boy. Okay. Hello, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Turn down your radio. Turn down your radio. Talk to me. Hello, caller.
Let's go to another call. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Spiritual advisor.
You got a minute.
Welcome back, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Listen, you know how much for a pound at the Elite in Chicago? $24.
Really?
We need to make this place organic capital.
See, Alan, them want go get a aragonite. See, Alan, them want go get a aragonite. And I talked to the tycoon. And you know what the tycoon told me? The tycoon tell me, ain't none of these fellas that arguing aragonite know even where to go and look for the aragonite. And
I get a minute.
And none of them touch more. I can lend you mine. And none of them touch more aragonite than him. And you know what the tycoon tell me? That because of the composition of our aragonite, it makes it far less valuable than a lot of these fellas assume.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead,
I
Janet.
called for C. Allen today. We need C. Allen to help us build this country. But somebody promised C. Allen, must he promise him crumbs from the master table, because that's all he can get. And we don't need him to be going on no promises because these politicians promise him. We need him in the forefront because they can forget him and they get in.
Well, that's deep. Thanks so much.
And I see, Alan, you need to stop that. I do this, I do that, I do that. Almost sound like a narcissist, man. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, GNN, take care.
I know he's about 60 years old. I don't even understand why you letting man promise you things at 60. Nobody could promise me nothing. At 60, you soon dead. What you want people to promise you? Nothing.
Let's take this last call.
We got time for that?
Yeah,
Let's go.
30 seconds, caller.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Let me go quick.
Wow.
That gentleman that was talking about the shark in the sea. I thought he going to say he see a shark walking down East Bay Street. The shark's supposed to be in the sea. You go into their territory. So you have to protect yourself.
We made that point.
But listen to me. C. Allen Johnson.
Oh, boy.
He has the answer for every question. He has the answer.
Every
But
question or every
he's
problem?
just right there letting Pintar just jingle this carrot in the front of his face. And he can never catch the carrot. Because every time you run the carrot on the stick in the front of him, and as he go the carrot during. I ain't going on that.
We hunting for Bamboo Town, eh?
Hello?
We're gonna hunt for Bamboo Town. Take that on your Negro backside.
What happened to Bamboo Town?
We're hunting for it.
The hunt is over. The raccoon already was caught. They don't need no more hunters in here. She should have come a little earlier.
We're hunting for Bamboo Town.
The hunting is over. The raccoon is already being caught.
I see being in Grantstown, got people walking on the ground and all, child. Well,
Yeah, don't worry about that. They ain't got nothing to do.
We're hunting for Bamboo Town. Come on
Come
down,
and
Bamboo
get
Town.
your clothes and your clothes.
the
Come
sun
on.
must be ain't hot out there, son. It's too hot for me to be out there practicing foolishness. Anyway, you hear the jingle. That means we're out of time. Thank you so much for joining us today. You've been listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, on channel 224 and on channel 112. This is Freedom March. And we'll see you right here again tomorrow
If it's the Lord's will,
on Freedom March.
we'll be back.